Well, this gives all new meaning to shade tree mechanicking. But guess what? The weather is actually cool in West Tennessee. So we decided to work on it out here. It's right pleasant. Y'all see that empty hole? Daylight. There's supposed to be something in there. And it's this little fella right here. Hydraulic pump. We had an O-ring leaking in one of these little plugs. I took it out, put a new O-ring in it. It leaked worse than it did before. Took it out, put another O-ring in it. It leaked worse than it even did before. And the plug was tightening up. Well, upon further inspection, we don't know how, but the threads were stripped out, and I guess oil was getting by them threads and cutting the O-ring. And long story short, we had to go get a new hydraulic pump. I ain't told Robert yet, the other 4640 is going to have a hydraulic pump.
Light tractor?
Yeah, that's why it's leaking so awful. Cause Farley looked at it and he said it looks like it done been rebuilt a time or two. He said it'd probably be better to change it out. So, like, how the H do you have to replace 2 hydraulic pumps in 1 year?
Hopefully that'll fix that leak.
This is like this 25-cent O-ring turned into a $1,000 hydraulic pump. Kind of like young fellers, just remember this: a $10 sundress could turn into 18 years of paying child support. So, young fellers, y'all be careful if you're not ready to settle down.
Yep.
Watch them $10 sundresses; they'll get you in trouble. I guess everybody's getting motivation. Everybody's trying to get riled up to get this thing in here. We're gonna have to get good and mad, so we got that mad energy. Y'all know on the 4230, we put a new hydraulic pump in it probably 2 or 3 years ago, and we pulled the radiator off it to stick it in, but there's a little more involved on this tractor, you know, because our 4230 is open station, so this tractor's got an oil cooler and a AC condenser and all that good stuff. So we just slipped this one out of the bottom. We didn't show you that. This pump, they don't have it on the 40 series, I believe, but they put it on the 50 series because I think it makes it a little easier to get your lines hooked up and lined up and stuff. But this fitting goes right here. And when I took it out, it all come out as one piece. But it's this piece come out with this, and it was all tied together. But I did not realize it was 2 pieces, so when I kept tightening it up, it was pointed to the back like that, and I said, that ain't never gonna work. And I was expecting a regular fitting like this one. You screw it in, get it where, lined up where you want it, and then you tighten that nut down and it holds it in place. But a little different design. Got this O-ring and that Teflon washer, and then you just turn it where you need to and then tighten this big nut up. But that's the beauty of YouTube these days, guys. It took me about 10 minutes to find it, but I found somebody who showed how that fitting worked. Well, I think I can sit down in there and push it up there maybe. think we're gonna have to do this together, Robert. I'm gonna have to hold this one and you're gonna have to push the pump up there. Like more. That damn little valve they got on the bottom is a SOP, ain't it? Here, we'll just hold it and let me get a pry bar. Nope.
No. Let me see.
I got the pump.
It all looks like it don't. There it is.
You hold that and I'll tighten that. Can we bring you a razor fork?
Thank you. Got it. You got it. Pull it up.
I can't believe that one boy on YouTube. They took the radiator off, fuel tank off. You know, you do that every time. You know it's gonna do that.
I have too many brain cells in your
Well, hopefully we have this little project finished up. Tomorrow we got to wash the radiator out. We're going to crank this thing, let it run a little bit. Make sure no leaks develop. Which we ran it a little bit, but we've topped it off with oil here and gonna let it run. And while it's running, I'll take y'all over here and show y'all something else.
What are you showing them?
I'm up there and crank it, Walt.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. Went and picked this up today at Tennessee Tractor. New header cart. We let the old header cart we had go with the 643 corn header we sold. It was kind of a pain in the butt trying to put corn. Did I back into the tree? No, but I almost did. So we bought this header to put the corn header on. This is a 30-foot trailer. Longer than what we need. The plan is, of course, our draper header has a trailer built in, but it's kind of aggravating. But the plan is to run this while we're shelling. Run this one while we're shelling corn. Stick our 8-row header on it, and then when we get through shelling corn, we'll use this for our draper header. I've got to go read the book tonight and see how to set these saddles up that the header sets down in, how they recommend them to be done. But yeah, well, it seemed to be a really nice header trailer, and we didn't give a lot for it, so we're pretty tickled with it. Do not tow over 20 miles per hour. Yeah, I broke that rule coming home. We come back from Ripley with it. I ran 65 most of the way. It's good pulling trailer. I wouldn't want to pull a trailer on it, header on it that fast.
I want to say hi.
Quit being weirdo.
Okay. Yes, you don't know?
No, because I'm fixing to get up. Well, we've got tractors pulled in here, getting them ready for the fall. Y'all saw us change the hydraulic pump on the 4650. We got that situated. And we was having problems with the blower motor up in the top of the cab making a racket. So we opened the cab up there and noticed that the motor here there's one side that's really got a lot of play in it. You can't tell. There it is. You can't hardly tell. But anyways, that motor really ain't that old. We bought it from there, but we bought a replacement motor from Sloan Express. This is an AP air blower motor. They make a lot of parts, air conditioner parts for John Deere tractors. And you can see there, they call this a bushing style. And this one's got a bearing in it. So hopefully it's going to last a lot longer. So we got to put our squirrel cages on. The 8560 wasn't much wrong with it. We had problems with the number one SCV. Wasn't wanting to raise up and down. The SCV was working fine because you could come around here and take a pair of channel locks and grab your arm and make the SCV work. But what it was, this cable that operates it, there's a clamp up there inside of the cab that holds the cable in place. That clamp was loose and wasn't holding the cable. But we got that tightened back up, so 8560 should be ready for fall tillage. We think my grain drill is sold, so we intend on taking that money and buying a Turbo Till or a McFarland or something like that. And we're going to sow our wheat this fall. Not going to have but 100 acres of wheat. And then more than likely we'll probably work our canola ground up, get that ground ready to plant. So got about 300 acres of fall tillage to do with the 8560, and then possibly some dirt work. Well, of course, try this. May have to take them darn fans off. Try that. Ain't that a... Well, we're gonna take the fans off and flop them around. All on our top cover here, and there's four. There's four bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And four little clamps. These front ones can be a little tricky. You can take this whole assembly out if you want to get up underneath the bottom and pull these bolts off, but I didn't want to do that. We'll have to work on Robert's hand-eye coordination. Putting our top cover back on.